Pam Oliver.
Well, Joe, players in Coach Holton cheer there's something at stake. On the other side, Sam Darnold, he's in Joe from all the chatter.
And their side now on a collision course. And Rams will have the ball to begin. And off we go from Los Angeles. Rams will start at the 30.
Operating this offense.
Fakes it. Throws it. Hit at the line and incomplete. It was knocked down by Uchenna Nwosu. Hurry up to the line. Catch, and it'll be 3rd and short. There is a flag at the end of the play.
I was having some trouble getting lined up. They had a late substitution, and Devin Witherspoon
to Seahawks territory. It was a heck of a catch there by the
Seahawks territory from the 47. First run for Kyron Williams, who's got a hole, and Kyron Williams has a big one inside the 20.
In motion, and they're going to run at Nick Emanwari. He's one of the best young slot dime linebacker types in the entire league. He's 3 tight ends again.
Running out of this set again with Williams straight ahead. Yeah, even Sean McVay said to us the other day, as you then get beat over the top.
Well, that's what these two defenses do better than anyone else in the league is sides.
2nd and 6, one of those tight ends, and Higbee the motion man. Play action, Stafford hits Williams and had it knocked away. There, 3rd down and short. This moved it, made it 1st down, moved it into Seahawks territory. And
I don't agree with the call.
Rams trying to take advantage of it. 3rd down and 6. Stafford to the sideline. Williams has a 1st down. They currently have it spotted about a foot short. You know, they're taking a look at it and replay assist to get the spot right.
Keeps the offense, and now he's going to go. All right, so now McVay's going to challenge this spot. He just ran about 4.40 down the far sideline.
Short of the line to gain. Timeout.
Yeah, I think he gets it.
The ball may just have been right at that line, but again, it's got to be clear and obvious to change it. They felt it wasn't. They let it stand.
It's a fake and a pass. Stafford throws incomplete on 4th down.
Backside, Devontae Adams. He's their man one-on-one winner, and I think the play call. Everyone's gearing up, thinking you're going to just pound it on. Both of these teams get down in the red zone and force either field goals or, in that case,
Darnold to throw. Jackson Smith-Njigba, who by far has been the most prolific receiver in the NFL.
In the league this season, Joe, is just his accuracy and his ability to
69 first-half points the last 2 games for the Seahawks. Kenneth Walker's first run goes for 6. Coordinator in Mike McDonald's first year. Grubb leaves. They bring in Clint Kubiak, and this off.
Play action. Donald given time off his back foot, gets intercepted. It's Cameron Kinchins who made his name against Seattle last year.
Oluwatimi, he's the new center. He's getting pushed back right into the lap of Darnold, and it's just the ball to 5.
Nakua's in motion. It's Blake Corum getting tripped up, keeping his balance and taking it inside the 1. It's been able to overcome turning the ball over more than anybody other than Miami because they've done everything else so 3rd down and short. They turn it over on their first
challenge here for Seattle.
Corum will try it again. This time he's at the line of scrimmage, fighting in short. Leonard Williams in his 11th year was part of that.
This might be the best defensive front as
on 3rd down. It is Nwosu stopping Corum. 4th down and goal.
The outside, Allen, who's kind of the hybrid tight end / fullback. They kind of use him in that 2-back set, and they're on the brink of being shut out in their first 2 attempts.
Identity on this.
Timeout, Los Angeles.
They had 3 goal line stands last week.
Roughly over the first half of the season. Then Matthew Stafford. I mean,
they run it with Williams, and he's got a touchdown. LA finally cracks through.
This time he goes back to old Sean McVay. 1 tight end, 1 back, 11 personnel. Try to spread this Seattle defense out. Teams are realizing 3 points is not worth the field position you give up.
The extra point is there from Harrison Mead. And the Seahawks will go back on offense. Evans buried it out of the back of the end zone. Right, statistically, it's the best defense for the Rams since the Super Bowl winning team in '99.
Minds in the league, they've got their work cut out for them today.
Play action on first down. Darnold comes back and finds Smith and Jigba. His second.
Volume of the run more than really the effectiveness of the run. I mean, they're not a bad throw the ball as well as Seattle has that you should allow them to do it.
Quickly outside, Smith and Jigba. Stiff arm to get through Durant. Tiptoes the side.
That level of versatility within the system.
Here's a toss right side. Ahead of steam. And that is Rashid's percentage for the four teams. And these are the two right at the top. Darnold lets it rip behind Shaheed. Can curl with the coverage. And it's
reflective of both teams regardless of who's on the field. So everything we said about this Seattle defense that Mike McDonald.
On 3rd and long, Darnold down the middle. It is Cooper Kupp. Did he get his hands under it? He did, and takes it in. Touchdown.
Almost did it bounce.
Incomplete.
Yes.
After assistance from replay, the ruling on the field is
legend. Instead, it's incomplete. Yeah, and it's a field goal attempt coming.
He has just been loved by everybody who's ever played with him or coached him.
And it is good.
Oh, pretty cool.
Yeah. We've seen a lot of cool jerseys around the league the last couple.
Patriots the other day.
Those were great.
Here comes Xavier Smith, and he got leveled at the.
Shocked at both those guys. They just get a little extra time. One tight end on the backside.
Rams rush 4. Darnold's given time. Low throw, diving attempt.
Let's see, did it looked live like he caught it. Oh, he caught it clean. That was it.
From the 45, out of the eye. Now Charbonnet carries it. Charbonnet, who gets more yards after.
Better when they stay in 12 personnel. And you mentioned Charbonnet and then Kenneth Walker.
2nd and 6. It's a toss to Charbonnet. Trying to get the edge. He gets a block in front from Barner and has a first down where he's tackled. John Schneider nailed it by bringing in Mike McDonald last season, but then they had to nail the offensive coordinator situation, and they've done that, getting Clint Kubiak in here. From the 45, it's Walker now. Kenneth Walker gets blown up by Nate Landman. Leading to
you see these guys, the peanut punch. You hear it every week on every broadcast. But his ability to separate the ball, 9 career forced fumbles for Los Angeles.
2nd and 9. Darnold under pressure, got rid of it, incomplete. Flags fly though as he was looking.
And Jackson Smith and Jigba, they're trying to just run a little bit of an
illegal
interference
use of the
run.
hands to the face. Defense number 1. That fight
right here, coming off the line. Just kind of gets him in the neck. Okay, yeah, so see that right hand grabs his face mask.
On 1st and 10, this is where Darnold has been at his best this year. Off play action, everything deep's taken away. Checks it down for A.J. Barner. The tight end out of Michigan gets 4.
In first place in the NFC West. Straight drop, quick throw, tight end again. Barner with a first down to the. So Sam Darnold finding some rhythm here. Seahawks. End around coming here with a flag down in the hands of the speedster Shaheed. Bottled up and taken down.
defense number 10 lined up in the neutral zone. That 5-yard penalty will be enforced from the previous spot.
So it's 1st and 5 after the penalty. Darnold the play fake. Darnold throws on the run. Smith and Jigba first down in.
They had been so run heavy, so heavy volume. But I really like mixing in these easy underneath completions, trying to get Darnold underneath. He just has to be patient.
George Rolani's into the game for the first time today. He had his breakout game last week. Tough sledding, first touch up the right. He's going to do what he's going to do and not let the Seahawks pull him into something he doesn't want to do.
Of course, because of this run game with your front.
Darnold throwing the fade. Smith and Jigba was covered by Forbes. It's incomplete, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen them just carve up people all season long with this play-action passing game. Not good at those two things. They call him
3rd and 8. Darnold well protected, but the coverage tight, buys time, lets it fly. Corner of the end zone and incomplete.
Just, again, soft coverage down in the red zone. Just nowhere for Darnold to go and to kind of put a bow on the play style.
Officially a 30-yarder. And a chip shot is through. The Seahawks back to within a touchdown for the first 8 years of his career. And his first season in Seattle. Some big hugs during warm-ups, but then all business once the game gets going. Stafford moves and dumps, and Blake Corum can't get away from
DeMarcus Lawrence and Leonard Williams, obviously the two veterans. But man, he is a really good young player on the.
Everybody else can focus on playing back, taking away those big plays. Here's Corum, stop and start. Runs hard across the 40. Gets back the yards they lost.
not allow any substitution for Seattle.
Here comes pressure. Stafford gets rid of it. As he got hit, it was DeMarco.
Bring extra rushers. They typically get home.
So the Seahawks defense comes up with a stop. There's a flag down as Shaheed takes it along the side.
This has been...
That penalty will be half the distance of the goal. First down. Timeout.
All right, so to move.
It's been a big part of what they've done.
Toss to Charbonnet. Right side. Charbonnet with a stiff arm. Got around Williams. Fought his way to the 14.
Exactly, because for the extra yard and a half on the ground, the way you have to play these heavy personnel offenses.
Walker looking for a hole. He's got it. Kenneth Walker into the secondary.
That is really the true measure of a successful run game, and that's something coming into today's game. The Rams gave up the lowest explosive run rate
today. Kenneth Walker, the fourth-year man out of Michigan State, has it again with a tight end in front. A couple tight ends in front, so his numbers were way down, but when he's right, he can be that explosive threat.
Absolutely. Like Zabel, because he's about as good as a young lineman we've seen in years.
Here's the fade, looking downfield for Smith and Jackpot, who plugged it with one.
And they finally cracked.
27 right there. Back to Walker on the ground. It's a reception for him, and you know, first couple years in the NFL, really good, but like you talked about, was out of the slot, didn't necessarily. 2nd and 8, keep it on the ground. And Walker's got nothing. Fought for a couple.
Blew my mind this week studying for this game. 46 points.
Darnold from an empty set. Over the middle has A.J. Barner, who's having himself a big first half. The fourth.
Come wide open, but he's just got to get this ball out fast. Those inside guys are Landman and
Holani behind Dukes. George Holani gets thrown down. So they put him in there last week. 7 carries, 31 yards, and a touchdown. To the on 2nd and 7. Charbonnet pulled down at the line of scrimmage.
Look about him in a very different light. He was a teammate of mine in my year in Seattle. Seattle's going to let this thing come down to the 2-minute warning.
In this battle at the top of the NFC.
Seattle, I'm thinking I got 4 downs.
And they do hand it off. It's Charbonnet. And it sets up 4th and 1.
More in vogue around the league. Teams are really starting to adopt that philosophy. And
going to be close to making it 7 for 7. And it looks like he's got it out. A.J. Barner, who was there. And they're perfect this year when doing so.
That's smart. I mean, again, of course, we talk about the tush push mostly with the Philadelphia Eagles, but 2-minute drive before the half.
Charbonnet into the arms of Jared Verse, the reigning rookie of the year defensively. They'll use it now. 24 seconds.
Oh, they can stop the clock.
Fake to Shaheed. Darnold throws on the move. Smith and Jigba tackled right away by Durant.
Stop the clock one more time. They're just playing the time game that the final play of this half
just makes me uncomfortable, man. The clock getting lower.
They've got it. I promise you, these teams, Mike McDonald, detail. I promise you, they cover these end of half, end of game.
Darnold
from the athletic.
Darnold throws out of bounds and incomplete.
Giving the ball back to the Rams, which is a huge component of this whole refusal to kick kickoffs thing. It's less about the points and
onward here. Myers 3 for 3 in this first half, accounting for all the Seahawks scoring, and as prolific as the offense up last week against Arizona. Time to get more stats.